So this week I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update of what's been going on in the workshop. And as you'll see in a minute, I've had a bit of a change round really, and carried on the tidying up process. You may remember that I'd gone through all of the scatters and stones and grasses, and I've put them all on this shelf unit right by my desk. But that was only part of the process, and I've been tidying through everything really, and gathering all my books from wherever I've left them and bringing them all together. And as you can see, I've got a few of those little small display cabinets, which, yes, they're empty for now. Now there's a reason for that. Obviously, as I start adding to things, I needed some space so I didn't have to stop what I was doing, and also to gather them all together in one place. Now, as you know, in these display cabinets I've got all of my armies, and I've also got another two cabinets. We'll have a look at them when I get a bit nearer. But what I've been spending some time doing, I'll just move this little table out of the way. You see this one that I used to have my books in? Sorry about the wobbly camera, I can't think of any other way of doing it really. But as you can see, I've started putting all of my vehicles and transport and then also the civilian figures that I made a long while ago. And obviously I've created room, for new things to go in there, because as you know, I've got quite a few kits that are building up. Now the other big thing that I've done, and I'm pleased with this because I've finally got things how I really wanted them to be, and that is these useful boxes. I think I showed you them, across the room when they were stacked up, but I finally got round to loading them how I really wanted them. So if I just open this one's actually got a few buildings, well, the bridge and stuff in it. One of my latest builds, which is Charlie Foxtrot's signal box. I'm really pleased with that. I've actually put some windows in it as well. I'll perhaps try and throw a few stills of that into the video, if I remember. Well, I remembered. So here's a few shots of me just putting that signal box together. I just want to take a bit of time here to say I've used Charlie Foxtrot loads of times over the years, and I've heard on the grapevine that he's retiring soon. So if you're watching out there, I'd just like to say, hope you have a happy retirement, and thanks for all the joy you've brought with all the models and things that you've produced over the years as well. It's been much appreciated, and you'll be sorely missed. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I've moved the cabinet with the other ones in. This is a 3D build, printed buildings. But the main reason for all of this is to create a bigger space for the actual gaming, which is the bit that's been troubling me, because I was struggling for space, and this is about the best layout I could come out with really. So I've got plenty of room to get round the table now. Okay, it's against the wall at this moment, but that's, because it's not in action. But I can come round this end of the table And obviously what I could do is lift it over into the middle of the room, and then I've got access on all four sides, which is, you know, brilliant, because that means I can really get a game going in here now. And then obviously I've got this other double cabinet that's got the rest of the 3D printed terrain in there that I've painted over time. You'll see some of this again when I put it out on tables and things in the future, hopefully. Obviously I've got the church still to do, but I have put together a little perspex. It's only a cheapy thing from Temu, just to keep the dust off it, because obviously it's not going to fit in any of my cupboards and things. And then what I've got in this double cupboard is, I think somebody said I'd got a bit of a plastic box fetish. Well, I've been getting some more boxes from Temu, and what I've managed to do is sort through all my fences and walls and dugouts and hedges and cars, and put everything like for like in each box. You know, so it's easy for me to just take something out. I haven't got to rifle through a whole load of boxes to get to the bottom of it to get one out. I can just pick the one I want, which is going to make it so much less hassle when I do want to play something. So most of the smaller, you know, the fences, like I say, walls, dugouts, beach obstacles, stuff like that, and some of my mats, my felt mats, and all the railway pieces are in that big box down there at the bottom. But they're easy to get at, and it's still giving me plenty of leg room to move around the room. Obviously here's the other cabinets. I think this one's mainly my Germans. I won't focus too much on these because you have seen them individually. I probably will get some of the armies out on show at some point in later videos. But you can see the those ones that we did quite recently, the veteran German army and the Fallschirmjägers, and the Waffen SS, and then up towards the rest of the German army that I had originally, the Grenadiers. And then if I go over into this one, I've got my French Resistance, I've got my Canadian Army, Small Rangers Army, American Army, the Commandos, and the British Army. And then all the airborne are in that end one that we started with. And this what you're seeing on the desk, at some point in the next couple of days, I'm going to be using some of these railway backdrops, and I'm going to have it so I can just hook them on the wall when I need them as a backdrop, particularly if I'm photographing anything. It's not so important when I'm just playing the game, but I've got those original ones that I did, but I wanted a full length one, you know, for this entire length of the table. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these. I've got that one with the hills on, and then I've got just a pure sky on this second one. And then as regards my materials, unfortunately for the time being, till I can come up with something better, I'm storing all of those under the table but I'm trying to condense it as I go along. And then finally, here look, the rest of these have got the bigger pieces of terrain in. So if I open this one, good thing about these, you can open them from all 4 angles. I've got my trees and that in there, which I do want to make some more trees and replace some of these. And then further down I've got my roads and rivers and things like that. But they're just easy to get to now. Oh, and you can, I don't know whether you can see, just through the bottom is those smoke markers and explosion markers that we made. Right. I think that's pretty much updated you for everything that I've been doing. I showed you all of those things that I got for next year in my birthday collection. I've put all of those in the box except for the soldiers. And if you remember, when I did that New Year video, I had all of my things laid out across this entire table. And most of these buildings weren't done then that were in this cabinet. So there was at least 13 of them. And basically, long tall and the short of it is, I've worked my way through every little bit on there, including 3 armies. And that German vehicle, and remember the staff corps. Like I say, all those buildings. And so the only thing that's left from that table full, if you look back at that Christmas video, is these 2 coastal bunkers, which I'm hoping to get to sometime before Christmas. But other than that, there was one other thing that's left, and I've left it for next year now, and that was some little Tobruk bunkers that I'm going to fit into a beach wall. But I've left them because I'm going to be doing the beach walls and hills sometime next year now, because I've got plenty to go at the moment. So I just thought I'd give you an update really, because it has significantly changed, you know, the layout of the room, and also, you know, it's given me so much more space for actually, you know, planning and laying things out and setting up a working game table, which is the most important thing. And obviously having all my reference books here as well as my bolt action books. I've got everything at hand that I need now. So anyway, sorry about all the wobbly camera and the breathing that's been going on, because I'm a bit out of puff, to be honest, because I've been moving everything around. But I thought it'd be worth sharing it with you because, like I say, it's made such a significant difference. I really feel like, you know, it won't be long before I can do some real decent gaming in here now. So, yeah, that's it really. So if you've enjoyed this, or if you've got any questions, anything you saw that I missed out, you know, just drop them below. I'll always try and answer. And if you have enjoyed it, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And even subscribing to, you know, to join me for the next videos that come out. Anyway, thanks again for all your support, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.